I have to differentiate myself between the cleaning service provider and an artist.
A brand will come to you, Marcus, and say, hey, can you do my whatever, I don't know, condom brand? I don't know why I went there. How did you discover that you wanted to do this?
Why not, elevate the walkway by introducing some art instead?
Would it be counted as vandalism?
I did have an encounter with a police officer, but they didn't say anything.
Hey folks, thanks a lot for joining us on another episode of the Rishi Report podcast series where we bring you some broken news by broke comedians. That's right, today only one broke comedian in the studio. Now typically I've got guests like politicians, I've got educators, sometimes social workers, actors, comedians. They've all been on my show before, but for the first time I have a power washing artist. That's right. If this is an art form you may not have heard of, don't worry, that makes the two of us learning together. What is this art form? Is that even allowed in Singapore? Is this something that's going to take the country by storm, or is it going to get someone in trouble? I don't know. Let's find out from the very talented Marcus Pang. Hey Marcus, how's it going, man?
Hi Rishi, thanks for having me.
This is your first podcast interview.
Yes, it is.
Great, man.
Yeah.
I saw you on TV, on CNA. Mm-hmm. And you were busy cleaning the streets, bro.
Yes,
What's up with that?
Being a roadside cleaner, as some would say, but I call myself a power washing artist.
Okay, good. Let's get directly into that. For someone who has no clue what power washing artist is, explain to us.
Power washing art is a form of reverse graffiti. Reverse graffiti can be, for example, if you have a dirty windshield, you can use your finger to draw out an image and create sort of say like an image. So the contrast would be the dirty and the clean.
So the example you're giving is for if it's cold and then kids go and make little like drawings on the windshield, or if it's dusty. It's kind of like the Titanic scene where Kate Winslet has her palm on the carriage window.
Yes, something like that. I've never seen Titanic before,
What?
but
No.
I only know the iconic scene, but
Bro, you missed the really iconic scene. Oh man, this is not how we intended to start the podcast, by making a Titanic reference from 1997, the year which I'm guessing. Were you even born then?
no.
Oh my god, this is.
I'm 23, so if you do the math, I'm an 01 baby.
Okay, fine. IC numbers start with T, right?
Yeah.
Actually, for lesser known factor, while we are on IC numbers, right? I learned that if your IC number starts with S, doesn't mean you're Singaporean. It doesn't mean S is not for Singapore, and
Yeah.
T is not for the other country. You know what it is? I just learned that the S is because it's the 19th letter of the alphabet. So you're born in 19 something.
Oh wow.
And
What
T is the 20th letter of the alphabet. So you're born in 2000 something. Random nugget of information brought to you by the ICA or whoever. How did you discover that you wanted to do this? Are you an artist in training? What was your education in maybe?
No, actually, in poly, I used to study pharmacy science.
Wow.
So I was more of a science, hands-on, sporty person. I didn't really like art. I think it was because when I was growing up, my mom would force arts down our throat because she is an artistic person. She plays the piano and then she knows how to sing. My dad is, in a way, also a very creative person, very charming and fast-witted or sharp-witted, whatever it's called.
Funny guy. Yeah.
Yes, funny guy. So they tried to influence me through that area, but I realized I was more of a sporty person growing up. Then subsequently, as I graduated from poly and went into army, I realized that, hey, actually art can be quite fun.
You were serving the nation in the Singapore Armed Forces?
Yes,
Okay.
I was.
What were you doing, man? What was your vocation?
I was a commando.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Red beret in the house right here.
Yeah.
Okay. And you were a commando and you were doing a side hustle washing,
Yes.
doing power washing art.
So during that year, the house fire happened. So I was trying to find a way to support my family and also draw a bit of income on the side.
Just to clarify, when you say the house fire, your house was on fire. Your house burnt down, literally.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So that was in 2023. And I started this side hustle in in October. Yeah.
While you were a full-time national serviceman.
Yes, that's correct.
Oh dear. Then kena pauto.
Yeah. Okay. The good thing was business was doing quite well leading up into the Chinese New Year season until I got ratted out by one of my camp mates. I'm not too sure how it happened, but yep, it happened. So if you want to know, I did serve some time for it in terms of weekend extra duties.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you didn't go into detention barracks or what?
No, I'm happy and glad that my OC understand my situation, but also he had to, in a way, punish me because, someone is already made known that I'm doing this without his permission. I didn't seek his permission first. So in a way, he has to give out some punishment.
Fair.
Yeah, so at that time, I let go of all my clients, but I also didn't want to lose the touch of, I guess, my equipment and the feel of it. So I would, my family would often collect rainwater to water the plants during the drier season. So I thought, hey, what if I collect rainwater and use it to do some art along my neighborhood walkways? That was when we were living along Hague Road.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I interrupt by asking, when you say you had clients, what were you doing for them? What services were you providing specifically?
It was an exterior cleaning service. So I would go around their property and I would clean their exterior surfaces. Normally like the driveway, the patio, or maybe those chairs or furniture outside of their house.
So at that time, this was not really an artistic pursuit. It was purely cleaning service.
Yes, that's correct.
And then you said, unfortunately, there was a complaint against you for moonlighting during national service, and you had to serve a bit of punishment for that. And then you tell us the rest of it.
So I started doing some art since I didn't want to, in a way, lose the touch of my equipment. So it started with very simple patterns that I saw on the internet that I can replicate. And then subsequently it moved on to more complex pieces, such as I did one where it was a koi fish or even a Batman who laughs. And then when I eventually shifted back to the same street that I was previously living at, I started doing even more complex pieces, and here we are today.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So you say this is a form of reverse graffiti.
Yes, that's correct.
Would it be counted as vandalism? Or have you had that conversation with any policeman or policewoman or any authorities? How is that that discussion going?
Well, funny enough, I did have an encounter with a police officer, but they didn't say anything because they were called to the neighborhood to attend to another case. But at that time, I was out there doing my art. So they did also look, and one of them took pictures as well. But they looked quite amused. They didn't say anything.
That's fair. Because I'm guessing, legally, you may have looked into this. Are there any concerns legally?
Well, funny enough, I did have a comment from this uncle. It was on Facebook. He said, as a cleaner, right, I am offended by this so-called art because you make a mockery out of my profession. If you want to clean properly and professionally.
Interesting.
So I was like, okay, but I'm cleaning for free. You can't expect 5-star service, but you can expect a 10-star service if you engage me.
So that means a competitor, the cleaning uncle is a competitor.
I don't know, but
he's like, boy, clean properly, boy. That's pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna now bring your attention to an image. Okay, we just bring one image here. Tell me if this is something you heard about or what is the first thing that comes to mind when you see this.
Okay.
Can you bring up the image, please? Okay, let's leave it there. Okay, talk us through what you see for our listeners who are not visually watching this.
This is the Some Sui woman case. From what I know, the artist was commissioned by the owner of the property to, in a way, beautify their building or the exterior surface. So
Yes.
beforehand, I don't think they got approval from...
URA, I think. Was it?
I have
URA?
no idea, yeah.
Well, and the controversy was that this Samsui woman is smoking.
Yes.
And that's the big issue that actually kind of caused a lot of debate. I think there was a lot of conversation about this in terms of art and regulation and the space for art in the public sphere in Singapore. Do you fall into this same pool of creators creating art in public spaces?
In a way, but I hope not to, because I do know of a few artists whereby they had to, in a way, get in trouble before they were out there or their name was known in the market. One example would be, if I'm not wrong, there was my grandfather's road sticker lady.
Back in 2012, this case, you're absolutely right.
Yes.
Okay. And you were probably like a kid doing PSLE
I don't think
back
I
then.
haven't even finished PSLE yet.
But you as an artist, as an adult today, you probably know about that case a little bit.
A little bit. From what I know, she went around the town area pasting all these stickers. But when people tried to remove it, there was obviously the sticky residue from the stickers. So eventually, she did get a warning letter, ignored it, and eventually served community service or something like that.
I guess it's very interesting the way artists evolve in Singapore. I just am curious about you and your journey and your future, because right now this is very new to you. Are you now already taking on projects now that you've completed your national service?
I have to differentiate myself between as a cleaning service provider and an artist. Because ever since the CNA interview, right, I've been getting a lot of DMs, potential prospects who want to work with me. But I realized that apart from indemnity, one other factor is always the price. I mean, it's a Singaporean thing. We like to complain about the price of everything.
Yeah.
But they see me as a cleaning person, not an artist. So that's why they say maybe some of my services, when they want to commission me, is too expensive.
I see.
So in a way, it's a bit of a dilemma because I have to think about, do I still want to do the cleaning service even though I have recurring clients? They may, at least I can keep doing my art, or do I want to, not even do the cleaning service anymore so that people start to see me as an artist rather than just a cleaning provider.
Okay.
So if you want to commission me, right, this is my level, not here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess we were saying, obviously, your cleaning service is a bit more reasonably priced than your artistic service when it comes to power washing art.
Yes, because... Ooh, I think I'll have a sip of water.
Go ahead, man. Don't worry. The conversation about art and commerce makes everybody very thirsty, especially on this show.
Sorry, where were we?
So in terms of pricing, obviously, your rates as a cleaning service would be significantly more affordable, more reasonable as compared to your rates as a power washing artist, because there's different skill sets involved, I'm guessing.
Yes, that's correct. I mean, the whole process, right? You want me to design and then come down to the exact location, chalk out the piece, and then wash it itself. You can't expect me to do it for such a cheap cost. If not, I will get burned out and it's not worth it. Yeah. So obviously I would have to charge higher. And people can't say that, oh, because you're only cleaning like maybe 50% of the walkway, therefore, if you were to do like 100% of the walkway, how much will I charge for that? You charge me 50. It's like, no, you know, it's my time and effort designing for you.
Yep.
And then also finding the location, recceing, going down to the location to take a look. Yeah, so I think in a way people have to understand, or I have to fine tune my systems here and there such that, you know, people are a little bit more educated on this topic and why the price for it will be a little bit higher. Because think about it this way.
Yeah.
You are essentially rejuvenating a piece of government walkway for your brand. So in a way, right, you are like buying
Ad space.
Yeah, land space. So
Land space and advertising space.
yeah, exactly.
So this is interesting because you said that some of these potential clients are brands. That means a brand will come to you, Marcus, and say, hey, can you do my whatever? I mean, I don't know, condom brand. I don't know why I went there. Ah, man, I shouldn't have gone there. I don't know why it felt like that's like they are the ones who might be able to use the runway. Or maybe my French fry. Let's keep it a bit more PG. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, condoms. Hey, let's own it. Okay, let's say the condom brand comes to you, Marcus. I want you to do this for me, and then who decides where the walkway is? And do you need to get a permit for you to work on that, or is that the gray area, or do they pay for the permit? Do they apply? How does the system work?
So the first factor in determining whether I work with a company or a brand or not, it is the brand itself. So I'm a little bit picky with what brands I work with because I am in it for the long run. So I want to make sure that we keep the streets of Singapore artistic in a very fun and I guess holistic way, and not too dirty.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
I hear you.
The second would be that I have no permits or permissions whatsoever from the government. I don't intend to ask them. I've had a lot of comments saying, hey, you should, approach this town council, approach this MP saying that I want to do this. But I think the problem with that is that sometimes they can be a little bit deliberate in their decision. And when they are, okay, I'll put it out there very bluntly.
Sure.
They can be quite slow in the decision making. And when they are slow, it kills time because it's, time equals opportunity. So I would rather do it first. In a way, do it first and seek forgiveness later. I want Singapore to evolve. We are a tiny nation. Let's face it.
Yep.
Everything is just going to keep going up in terms of buildings or whatever. Why not make use of our pre-existing walkways? If you want to make more out of our land, this is an avenue to do it. Yeah.
Have you had this conversation with any MP or any representative from the authorities before and pitched this? Because, I mean, to me, it seems like a sound argument, right? Hey, look, I'm not going out there and, creating any nuisance, so to speak. And you seem to be someone who's very clear about the kind of art that you want to put out.
Yeah.
In fact, some of the things that I saw in your interview and in some of the write-ups was that a lot of it is very positive messaging, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's the hopscotch, a hopscotch design with the positive affirmations, or whether it's the laughing Batman, or whether it's the Merry Christmas sign. It all seems to be fairly positive.
Yeah. And I want to keep it that way. I think to me, if I were to be the sole the industry leader in this industry, I would want to keep Singapore walkways artistic and not artistic. You get what I mean? So artistic, but not artistic. So I don't want to fill the walkways with lots of ads of...
adtistic.
Yes, advertisements.
Okay. Right. I hear you.
Because this is not a new concept.
Yeah.
This concept is actually very common in the UK, the US, but they don't dabble in the art. They dabble in the advertisements. So I don't want to keep seeing ads on the walkways. I think it's in a way devalues the pavement.
Okay.
Yeah, I would rather revitalize or increase the value of the walkways by making art. But that doesn't mean that still won't accept ads. No, far from it. Why not, elevate the walkway by introducing some art instead? So I can put your company name over there. But in a way, the walkway has to be elevated from the art. Yeah, so not just plain simple, your brand name, who to contact, or the website, nah. Yeah, I rather, let the art speak for itself. And then the brand name is just secondary. But because people are so intrigued, are so amazed by the art, they go to the brand who has commissioned me.
Yeah, that's interesting. That means it's almost like a soft, subtle, nuanced branding as opposed to this is the XYZ brand of condoms. Yeah, why are we saying that? No. Okay, he will not do that for you. Well, let me put a hypothetical to you. I don't know if this is already happening, but so Marcus is the artist who, at this point, is probably one of the few who's doing this, and maybe to your knowledge, the only person? Maybe?
In Singapore, possibly.
Possibly.
Yeah, high probability.
And you are obviously of the school of thought that, hey, you want your art to be positive, you are looking to elevate the walkways, you are looking to keep it aesthetic instead of aesthetic. Now, let's say you are successful in pushing this through and it becomes a sort of a movement and an industry, but you are not going to be the only person in the industry, right? There's going to be others who perhaps learn the ropes, figure out the industry, follow suit. What happens when not everyone has the same school of thought as you in terms of content? What if there's someone out there who says, hey, this is an interesting way. I found this loophole. Now let me use it as something else, whether it's, I don't know, advertisement or a protest, or maybe messaging that is not as positive as yours. Is that something that you think about, consider?
Yes, I mean, eventually if I am successful, people will try to replicate my business model or even my craft. Eventually, there will be a scenario where, like what you mentioned, people might use power washing art as a medium to, I guess, force beliefs that may be negative or unwanted down people's throats. It will happen. I think that's why also I would like to have the government's support, because I want to show that, say, hey, I'm doing this out of the love of Singapore, out of the love of my community. And I want your approval such that, if anyone were to try to, in a way, compete with me, they would have to go through the same length or the same hardships that I have done before they are approved. So in a way, when I have the government's approval, right, I'll be immune to such penalties or fines as long as I don't make a mistake. But for these fellas, as long as they don't power wash anything negative, anything unwanted, I think it's okay. Yeah, but if they do something that is very vulgar, it brings the entire community down, it causes racial, like, disharmony or whatever, then there needs to be some consequences.
Do you feel like art that needs to be approved by the authorities lowers the value of your art? I mean, I'm putting it out there as a question because as creators, as writers or artists or even comedians, for example, sometimes you feel like, hey, no, I need the freedom to express myself in the best way that I know. And having a government approved stamp may not always be in sync with what I want to do or I want to say. But as a creator, as an artist yourself, do you ever think about that, or are you comfortable with it?
I think having the government approval is all right to me. What might be a problem in the future would be the speed of approval, like I said, because one of the reasons why I'm a little bit more hesitant to approach the government agencies is they might be slow, and if they say no by any chance and I continue to do it, I may be in a little bit more trouble, and let the response from Singaporeans be so overwhelming that, hopefully when the government responds, it would be positive.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
I wish for you to continue having the freedom to express your art. I think it's a
Yeah.
very interesting art form, and I believe that done aesthetically, it really has the power to elevate
Yeah.
Singapore's artistic scene.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has the response been generally positive? Generally.
Yes,
Okay.
it has generally been positive on social media, even on the streets.
Nice.
I did get a somewhat negative experience from someone on the street.
Oh, what did they do?
Yeah. So there was this lady. At the time, I was doing a skeleton piece, and she came up to me and say, "Wow, I like your art, but
Uh-oh.
but
What's the but?
the but is say, don't you feel like it's a bit gory and a bit of an eyesore for children? Don't you think it would scare the children?"
Was it a Halloween piece?
No, I took inspiration from, funny enough, Squid Game, because at the time it just came out. Yeah, so I wanted to challenge myself and do a little bit more complex pieces like the skeleton, a human skeleton,
Okay.
because I felt it fit the theme. Yeah.
Thanks for engaging us on this, man. This is really cool. I think you are really onto something. I think as a East Side resident myself,
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing more of it. I wanted to get your final thoughts on other young people who may not know what their future is, or maybe even young artists who are exploring, experimenting in their creations. What would you say to those people right now?
I would say to them, be courageous. The first step is always the hardest. My first art piece, even though I had no permission whatsoever, it was, to me, the hardest art piece to get out, because I had all these thoughts, in my mind, like, oh, what if my neighbors don't like it? What if the police is called? What if the HOA kicks us out, or SLA? So be courageous and take that first step. Yeah, you never know until you try. I hope that you do something you like, and don't, when you grow up, and don't have the regret of, say, oh, what if I did this? At least when you are laying on your deathbed, at least you will have that satisfaction of saying, I tried.
Yeah.
And it didn't work out, or it may have worked out, but I lived life to the fullest potential. Yeah.
It's very beautiful thoughts, man, Marcus. I wish you all the best.
Yeah.
Where can I see your next bit of work if people are tuning in right now, if they want to see some of your power washing artistry, either live or something that's already existing? Where can we go?
My most recent piece was Heart of Katong. So it is in the heart of Katong, just directly outside Cornerstone. Cornerstone Church or Cornerstone Mall? Yeah. But if you were to ask me where my next piece is, I would love to do one at East Coast Park. I am still working up the courage to do it, but it will happen eventually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we hope to see it. And hopefully you stay out of trouble, my friend. Thanks a lot, Marcus. And good luck with your next artistic venture. Folks, that's Marcus Pang, a power washing artist right here in Singapore. If you enjoyed that episode, consider liking, sharing this with your friends or family members, and dropping a comment in the comment sections below. And we'll be with you with our next guest on the Rishi Report podcast series. See you very soon.